that we have charging stations around Trinidad.
The TT Chambers event highlighted several aspects of the EV and hybrid industry, including educating its membership and the national community on the safe use of these vehicles. A current and former national footballer have been held in a police anti-drug operation in central Trinidad. The men were among 6 people, 5 men and 1 woman, who were held for possession of marijuana. Police sources told TDT that officers acting on intelligence raided a house in Cunupia where they found the group and a total of 250 grams of marijuana. The 6 were arrested and taken to a police station to be interviewed. Although marijuana has been decriminalized, individuals are allowed to be in possession of no more than 30 grams of marijuana. Sources say the footballers face possible charges of possession of marijuana since the amount found in the house, given the number of occupants, falls below the limit for trafficking. They can face a fine of up to $50,000 on summary conviction or community service. In some sport now, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force ended a 2-decade drought in regional 4-day cricket, defeating defending champions Guyana Harpy Eagles by 141 runs in the West Indies Championship final at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on Wednesday. With a target of 281 for victory, Guyana were bowled out for 139 between lunch and tea. The win marked a historic moment for Captain Joshua Da Silva, who became the first TNT skipper since Darren Ganga to lift the 4-day trophy. It was also a fitting farewell for veterans Jason Mohammed and Evan Lewis, both retiring from 4-day cricket. Lewis signed off in style, scoring a match-winning 122 in the second innings and earning man of the match honors. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vamala Bakaran. Good morning, Vamala.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy Thursday, or I should say.
Happy Thursday. Happy Friday
Thursday. Yeah, you know, it is almost Friday. That means the weekend is there. That means Monday is almost there, but I'm going to stop right there.
I mean, were you thinking about Monday already?
I am. I'm always thinking about Monday. How was your evening yesterday?
My evening was quite good. I went to the gym, got a little workout in, which is, good for the mental health, good for the body, but I am sore this morning. I'm feeling it.
Well, Carrie, yesterday I just went down a rabbit hole of news and it felt a little bit overwhelming. And we always tell everyone, take a little break if you feel like it's becoming too much. I saw some really disturbing things on social media yesterday. Of course, lots of news, lots of trending topics. But one video that I wanted to tell you about was a school fight. Well, I should say students were fighting after school.
Yeah, and that was
TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Stamina energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here.
Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here.
Energy. Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
shine. Out of the ashes we rise.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's 11 minutes past your 6 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report. You're truly the pitbull of radio. A bad dog in which I am. In studio, not forgetting the big word man, Lennox Smith. And on the ones and twos, Director Snipes, eh? Yeah. I'm going to say pleasant good morning to all our drivers that are locked on right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Our maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters, private vehicles. All my drivers, good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Mr. Pleasant good morning to Nikki Daniel, eh? Afro Zali with Ginger Mirage, Marlon Ciceran, Frank James, eh?
Never stop us, and if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God
Besnat Passad, hey Wendy and John, good morning. Janelle, good morning. Carmen, Budram John, good morning. Samantha, Calvin O'Brady, the O'Brady bunch of pleasant good morning to you all. Anthony Ford, good morning to you. Rinald, good morning. Desmond Hines. Hey, Chandra Benjamin, a pleasant good morning to you. Freezer the moment, good morning.
our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power, our God.
Asumrit, good morning to you. Anne Brown here, a pleasant good morning, Anne Brown. Anne Marie Amen, a pleasant good morning to you.
Our God is stronger.
Hey, Pamela Palua, good morning. Hey, Robert Gittins, I ain't see you a while. Hey, Mubarak Mohammed, where you was? I miss you for some days here, man. Ishmael Khan, good morning to you. Mina Rodriguez, I saw you yesterday. Hey, Mina Steiner, out there, pleasant good morning to you. Ryan Ali John. Michael Scotland, good morning to you. Jamelia Khan, good morning. Peter Sam Lal Singh, a pleasant good morning to you. Dion Legend there. Good morning to you, Dion. Ja Group, how are you going? Good morning. Marilyn Ciceran, how are you going, love? A pleasant good morning to you. Baby, my baby, good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, good morning. Video, out in Vancouver, pleasant good morning. Nazali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you all. Ravi, out there in Marbella, how are you going, Ravi? Ruben Noel, good morning. Patricia Reed, you now come back on board, I can see you, eh? Otilda, morning to you. Krishna, Ram Sukal, Reed, you're behaving yourself these days. I haven't seen you for a while, eh? Hey, Jacqueline Samuel, pleasant good morning. Cindy Mohan, good morning to you. Gloria Escala, good morning. Zorida, good morning to you.
Into the darkness,
Afro Saliman, Nikki Daniel, all of you, yes.
out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you, none like you.
I'll go across there and
Our God is greater, our God is strong.
Happy Earth Strong Day
God, you are
to MP John. Alright, Miss John birthday was yesterday.
God is healer.
Happy Earth Strong belated. Hey Mary, a pleasant good morning to you.
Our God.
Hey Trey, good morning. Eleanor, how are you going? Joyce, good morning to you.
Into the dark,
Ro, Ramnarayan, good morning. And let me stop playing good morning to deceased Ramnarayan.
out of the
Wife, that is Lokon wife here. Mr. Ramnarayan, wife, a pleasant good morning to you. And Arish, Nicholas Ramnarayan, his son, that's still Lokon, they still Lokon. A pleasant good morning to you all out there in Canada, yeah? Hey, Joel, what's up, Big Ram? Just cool.
God, you are higher than any
It's not easy when you're ready, you know that. Kaladin, good morning to you, Passadia.
awesome in power.
Your school is trouble when you're ready. But I would say, you have been with us for quite a while. It is hit me too. Jill Monroe, good morning, Uncle.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than
Yeah.
our God is healer. Awesome in power.
Patricia Reed, how will you deal with your school for me, but diplomatically, respectfully, and the reason you haven't been banned yet, You say like the pitbull Patricia Reed? Your school sometimes just want to give me trouble, Some people will say, fight for your man.
Bang, bang, bang. What can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who can ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh, Patricia, say, Andy, I dare getting cuss. Where they cussing you for? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Patricia, leave my co-host Lennox Smith. That's a dancer boy. Leave my co-host, okay? Yeah. Whether he's a man that's run from woman and run wrong house and thing half naked, where you go see? He just making sure. Now, Sally, I don't tell you and Mr. Ali morning already. He making sure he can get himself in trouble. It's not that he's not a forceful one. Yeah, he have strength to be reckoned with, But I think that day, because around that time when he had long hair, when he was running there, he had long hair. I think he dropped asleep. Yeah, he dropped asleep, Lennox Smith, yes. He dropped asleep there in Tobago. But when we see him running, we realize his locks gone, his hair gone. So we realize the liar caught Samson locks, so he was weakened. Yeah, he get weak, so when you're weak, you have to run, Yeah, but if he had his hair, he'd have been a powerful force to be reckoned with.
Bang, bang, bang.
Night Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy.
Pleasant good morning to you, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Pleasant good morning, Lennox.
Yes. Lennox Smith, Samson. Good morning to you, my brother.
Yes, indeed. Pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. I see that you're biblical this morning, Samson and Delilah. I thought that is an interesting one. Yes, indeed. But I think it was appropriate for the discussion or for the description, the characterization that you attempted to project. And I don't know what on the other side you were seeing that would have attracted your attention to talk about Lennox Smith in relation to one of the bloggers. So I will leave that up to you to share or not share. That being as it may, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry, east, west, north, south, central in Trinidad, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are streaming on the World Wide Web. A pleasant good day to you. Yes, this is the Thursday edition of the Ground Report, and we have, as per usual, a very compact but a very interesting program for you. And of course, my own concern is the stability, the mental stability of the leader of the opposition. You see, I took the opportunity to critically, as the term we used from yesterday, and I expect certain things to happen today, which I will observe. And when it occurs, something has to occur first before I make my comment. So I'll see how it pans out based on what transpired yesterday on a particular topic. But I want to say that when one looks at the chronology, when one looks at the sequence of commentary that would have been made by a leader of the opposition, and of course and that of the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, both of whom incidentally are female, you get the inescapable notion that there is something mentally disfigurating, if not disconcerting, with the leader of the opposition, because here it is, she triggered a response from the Prime Minister when at the PNM's annual Family Day exercise at Mandela Park, she, of course, castigated and made certain scurrilous accusations against the members of the present government, and particularly those in the Senate. And when the Prime Minister responded by saying, of course, the PNM has no moral or high-level authority to talk about persons of questionable character, etc., she, the leader of the opposition, then responds, well, the Prime Minister, better leave me alone. But you initiated the response of the Prime Minister. So all she was doing was responding to you, and yet still you are now claiming suddenly, out of the blues, that the Prime Minister must leave her alone, and of course reiterated her scurrilous outbursts at the Family Day exercise. So one has to conclude there is something mentally disfigurating, if not impairing, about the leader of the opposition and the head of the party called the PNM, and it may be because of the unrelenting pressures that she may be facing. I took note, however, of the Women's Arms position on several matters, and one of which, of course, is endorsing the leader of the opposition's tardiness and her delay in making a decision with respect, of course, to the senator that confessed that she did, in fact, made an intervention in the witness statement that was prepared by ostensibly the former Minister of Health, Dayal Singh, in that matter. And, of course, her tardiness in terms of the opposition leader's tardiness in terms of making a decision. And of course she said, leave me alone, I'll make my... And then of course she then went on to talk about government senators and having questions to answer and so on. So I guess that there is some instability mentally as far as the opposition leader is concerned, and one can only make the logical inference that she's under some serious pressures, because I cannot see where you initiated a bacchanal, to use a local parlance or use a local expression. You initiated a bacchanal, then the person responds to it, and then you tell that person to leave you alone. I just don't understand it. So that is the concern that I would have had this morning very early. Of course, we have some other matters, and I know that I will leave you, of course, to lead the way. And, of course, we will then extrapolate as best we can some of the issues that are now making the news today and I'm sure into the future. Except, of course, that in Tobago there appears to be a breakthrough with that incident of the toddler that went missing. Well, the news is that there has been a confession, and the confession has led to the disposing of the body. So somebody has confessed that they killed, and there is a disposing of the body into the Atlantic Ocean or the nearby seas, and the search has now reverted back to the sea, as was not recently the case because of certain other information that caused them to be searching on land.
Nice. So what are we really talking about?
Closure is coming. It appears.
Nice. So what are we really talking about? Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to the Beatum. A pleasant good morning to all of you that are looking to us in the Beatum. A pleasant good morning to you. Makano, Boise Makano, good morning. Can't forget Makano and Mr. X and all of you there. And yes, you on Talk City, or on Talk City on Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Let me just because I had to get a different gadget to see all of you that are locked on Talk City itself, which I did tell you all that. Oh boy, Jessica, all of you are pleasant good morning. But I will put this in place. I will make sure and try to put all in place. Anyhow, well, as Lennox Smith said there, the whole issue of baby Angelo going right back to the sea. They say strangle and dump in the dump, right? And they say a relative confessed in strangling and dumping. Well, a relative confessed. So let me just say if this that they confess of. And anybody get murdered yesterday and day before yesterday, Lennox Smith?
Well, that again, as have been the case before, I will put my neck on the block. I don't want to get it amputated or decapitated, but certainly I will not be surprised. But I know of none.
All right. Snipes, I send them thing and them fear. Before we continue on these headlines here,
so let me just inform you that if you're forwarding voice notes to me, I will be listening to them before I play them on the air.
Yeah, no
that
problem.
Means that you would get less voice notes in the show.
Boy, let it be. I don't want no responsibility of voice notes. You organize and play the voice notes on them. I not play no voice notes at all. So songs I get them, I send them to you. You view them and you play them accordingly. No problem. Right. A cyclist are found dead days after distress call to police. Did you hear about that, Lennox Smith?
No. You see, so it's a good thing I didn't put my neck on the block.
Nice.
And I'm going to certainly chopped off. Even though, of course,
Some
it's
found
days
dead
ago.
day.
What
To
you said.
police. 6 rest call to police. Murdered cyclist Adrian Duff. Ed and in need of a report after he told police he was chopped and in need of assistance. The body of Adrian Duff was found hog-tied and with several chop wounds in the Caroni River. Speaking with Guardian Media yesterday, Duff's cousin, Damien Mirage, said Duff sent him a call me request around 4.30 on Monday. When Mirage called back, however, there was no response. Around 6 p.m., police called and told him his cousin had also contacted them, saying he was in a cocoa estate in Las Lomas No. 3 and that he had been chopped. Mirage's number was given as a contact. Mirage said he immediately contacted relatives living in the area, and a search began. On Monday night, Mirage said a small fire was seen near a piece of land where nearby farmers had planted citrus, corn and pumpkin. The following day, Duff's burnt bicycle was found near the land. While conducting further searches, drops of blood were found under tires near where the bike was found. The search party, led by Mirage, returned yesterday around 8:30 a.m. and searched along the Caroni River, which ran parallel to the estate close to where the bike and blood were found on Tuesday. While searching along the bank, Mirage said he saw a crocus bag in the river and opposite it, he found the bloated body of his cousin with rope tied around his neck and legs, cuts to his body and one of his wrists almost severed. Mirage said the murder of his cousin, who he said was more of a little brother than a cousin, comes 6 years after another cousin and Duff's brother, Kemraj, Anish, Mirage, were murdered at his Las Lomas home. He believes the brothers were both murdered on May 18th, the day Duff was last seen alive. Asked about the family's confidence that they will receive justice this time around, Mirage said, I think this is more clear-cut than Anish's situation because the situation that happened with Anish happened like 4 o'clock in the morning when it had a little bit of light. He was preparing himself to go to work and they attacked him under his house. Duff, who lived on the Caroni South Bank Road, Las Lomas, was described as a jack of all trades, who did odd jobs for a living and his killing has rocked his family. While searching along the bank...
Yeah, well, let me ask something. You being a man that have a degree in criminology, what is your suspicion of that murder there? We talking land, we talking planting, we talking wrist almost severed, we talking chop about the body, we talking he had the opportunity still to make a call. Boy.
Well, I think you have placed all the ingredients to generate an assumption that it might have been as a result of those very physical things, whether it be land, whether it be farming dispute, whatever. Of course, the presence of the bicycle there, it shows that he was in fact, the victim that is, was in fact doing something with respect to the lands, and there might have been some kind of dispute that would have generated and ultimately resulted in his violent, clearly, demise.
See land? Oh boy. Ain't gonna lie, you know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, wow.
We'll see how the investigation goes, because there must be an ensuing investigation, and let's see if we are correct in terms of our assumptions. You know, the prima facie seem to be looking or located in that direction, and I'm sure that the investigators who are involved will certainly be exploring all those options.
Well, boy. Oh, boy. So what we're going to do is take a break and come back. When we come back, we're going to invite the voice notes. When we come back, we also
and your calls.
invite
And
your
calls. Yes.
When we come back, and then we're going to hit into some other news here, because I also reading here too that elderly man grandson beaten during a penal home invasion. So the home
that was
invasion.
unfortunate. That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And let me say before we go for the break, of course, congratulations to the Trinidad and Tobago cricket team. They have won, of course, the regional tournament after 20 years of barren, after 20 years of dissertation, if you want to call it that. But the fact is that they won, and they won handsomely. I think is in Antigua at the Sir Vivian Richards grounds there in Antigua. So congratulations once again.
Oh, boy. Go ahead, Sniper.
Need data on the go? Get a preloaded SIM for as low as $40 available at any store where you see the Digicel sign on the outside. Spot the Digicel sign, get a new number, preloaded data, and more. Spin to win. Win up to $750 weekly in cash. Digicel customers can text the word SPIN to 8181 to enter. Enter now for your chance to win cash weekly.
What if your money could give you more? More growth, more flexibility, more peace of mind. Right now, for a limited time, earn up to 4% interest on your fixed deposit at Police Credit Union. Enjoy flexible terms that work around your life and the kind of care only a trusted institution can provide. Start building your future today. Act now. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Visit any of our 4 branches today or follow us on social media for more, because we give you more. Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
On Sunday, July 5th, reaction moves to Ballpark Macoya as Experience 496 Gym presents the Experience 496 Championships. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 15 teams will step onto the field, each one fighting for pride, bragging rights, and a chance to be crowned champions. Expect speed, skill, big tackles, big goals, and the kind of football energy that brings a community together. Whether you're coming to support your team, enjoy the competition, or bring the kids out for a fun day, this is one event you don't want to miss. The Experience 496 Championships is more than just a football tournament. It's a full day of sports, family, entertainment, and community vibes, powered by Experience 496 Gym.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Go ahead, Snipey.
I think you like to hear foolishness for people. When people make it really good contribution, you try to put them out. Okay, I think you have a big job here, my friend, later.
Good morning, Andy. My phone burner is, I think, like I said, we have to find a way, and I will continue saying it. The DPP, Penny, and the PNM senators, we need to get rid of them. But I won't get into that today.
Today is a positive day. I would like to congratulate the Trinidad cricket team for a job well done. After 20 years, I call the UNC, after 10 years of destruction from the PNM, after 20 years of failing to win the white ball cricket in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago finally did it, and I'd like to congratulate the team, the captain, the Silva, and his men, with the coach Amrit, Riyadh, coach for a job well done. After 20 years, they finally bring the title to Trinidad. And that is a positive note under the UNC. That is positive things happening to our sports team and everything else we will see in the next 5 years. The titles we will be bringing to Trinidad. Again, congratulations to the cricket team of Trinidad and Tobago. A job well done. I know I love the cricket. Later. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. I am dealing with poor internet connection, so at various points in time, my recording may sound distorted, or it may freeze, or there may be lags. But anyhow, if this government intends to run the country by sitting back, doing nothing and just blaming the PNM for lack of water, poor roads, rising crime situation, collapsing economy, lack of availability of jobs, etc., that is not going to work. Everything is available on social media at the click or tap of a finger. And people are not stupid. What they don't get from the government, they will find it on social media. And social media is divulging that the government is failing despite having a top-heavy cabinet. Because all they do is blame the PNM, and that cannot work. The PNM is in the dustbin right now. So let us focus on fixing the country, and that is not happening. I would have preferred to hear the government come out and say, well, here's what. We're going to boost agriculture by growing rice, wheat, sugarcane, and we're going to manufacture our own sugar so you don't have to import it. We're going to pave all the roads in the country. We're going to clean and beautify the cities. We're going to collect garbage. We're going to increase manufacturing and have a large amount of export. That is what we want to hear. This thing about PNM this and PNM that is not making sense. And all the government is doing is sending Anil, Philip and Naked in the dump to open PNM rubbish bags and drop trash in front of people's houses. You don't want to hear that. So talk about ideas and issues and stop spending money on a set of useless things that not generating any income.
And the final voice note seems to be an attack on Beulah. I will not be playing it.
Okay. That's what. All right. You just text me who?
I already deleted it. You can check on your side. It would be by you, but I deleted it from Talk City's side.
All right. Oh boy.
I want to make an intervention here, Andy. Earlier in my initial presentation, I did say that I will await a particular incident before I respond to what transpired yesterday. And remember yesterday I talked about critical analysis, so critical responses to persons who may be making what I consider to be irrelevant, ocious, reckless, sometimes what I consider to be obnoxious statements about facts, not about individuals. I've gone past the individual. So in the case of Busman, for example, notice he didn't talk about bus at all today. Why you think he didn't talk about bus today? Because yesterday he said in no uncertain terms that Chinese buses were breaking down. He didn't give us, of course, what the facts were in terms of where he said they were going, those that were functional, because he assumed that they were functional. And then, of course, we learned in our own discussion that those functional ones may be Volvo and Mercedes, etc. But the point I made yesterday is that it could be that statement could be easily dispensed with by simply saying that the present government, because he went on, of course, to attack the present government and not having these buses and not deploying them properly, and those that are breakdown and they were inferior in terms of their performance, etc. And then I identified the fact that it is easy to dispel that by simply saying that these buses were inherited from the previous administration, which clearly he was attempting to defend at the time. And then I went on to say that not only were they inherited, but they were also purchased by the previous administration, which of course he was attempting to put in good light in the context of a previous statement that he would have made, said that the Minister of Works was incompetent, etc. And you see how easy it was to have him move away from that discussion, because it does not suit his agenda for somebody to come and say, well, listen, these buses you were referring to that are so incompetent that were not were cheap and always breaking down and have holes, and even in the hot sun the water leaking inside, etc. So how easy it is to have him discontinue that and pick up another agenda. That is the point I was making this morning when I said that I waited to hear something, and that is what I was waiting to hear, to see whether or not he will continue on that vein. But notice he has shifted because it doesn't match his agenda.
Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Andy, morning.
A pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to Lennox, right? How do you call him?
Bossman?
No, the other one there.
Oh, Snipes.
Snipes.
Yeah, Director Snipes, yeah.
Yeah, Director Snipes. Okay, Andy, I just calling to make a small but happy contribution, that to let the public know that, you always say negative about the government is not working and whatever, right? But I have had an experience recently where I applied for my NIS claims, right? So in just within a month and 11 days, I got through with my claim.
So you get through in a month and 11 days, but there are people who will say they didn't get through for like 6 months and waiting a year and all them things. But congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Man.
So what?
In
so
1 month?
And we are hoping that is not the exception to the rule.
No, it's not the exception, because...
Meaning that
a lot of
Greece,
workers...
but wait, call it, meaning you ain't grease a hand to get through so quick, because I find quick.
No, even somebody who is very close to me, they got through it in a month and the same time. And workers in my work, they got through in that same timing. But the thing with NIS, you must make sure and make your claims at least 3 months before your birthday.
Oh.
So they will have...
So there's a technique, okay? That you have to
so what she uses a technique?
Yeah, no, NIB will tell you that you have to make your claims...
No, that's part of the rules. That's the regulations. All right. Yeah, I understand.
3 months before your birthday. And what I want to say is that I have a worker in my work. She worked 15 years in the company I work for, plus she worked for 4.5 years for another company. And when she went to make her claim, which is 2 weeks ago, to send in her application, NIB did not have a single contribution on her behalf.
None not even from your company?
None. Yeah, not even from my company, which my company don't mess with that. They make sure that your contribution is being paid and forwarded to the NIB. But the thing is that, you see, the people who get problems to get it is not... To me, I want to believe it's not under this UNC administration, because to me, many I talk to in work, all of them get through. But that was probably the bubble that was happening before, and they're saying they don't have money and they don't have this and don't have that. So now what the girl have to do now, she have to get all her TD4 slips, right? Which that is why I called to make sure that the public is hearing that you see that TD4 slip that the company will give you every year. Make sure that they keep that as a proof, not the pay slip. The pay slip don't have much relevance to that, but that TD4 slip is a confirmation that you paid your NIS on a yearly basis. That will have your record back. That come from the Board of Inland Revenue, right? So they send that for a confirmation that you have paid your NIS contribution. So now she has to get the missing ones that she didn't have for the year, whichever year she didn't have it, and she has to get it now and then forward it to the NIB, and then the matter will be settled here. But they must make sure that the form is properly filled out, and everything will be right. And I did not have any special treatment, or I do not know anybody from the NIB. I went through the process. So I'm very happy that I want to congratulate Vandana Mohit that she is working, because remember NIB, they work on a couple Saturdays, right, to get the backlog out. And that is what is contributing to this early payment.
Right?
Okay.
To the
At least
satisfaction of
so I hope all the
beneficiaries, yeah.
seniors out there that will be very soon applying for your NIS. I hope you all listen to this caller here that at least brings some things there to you all, and all working people. Make sure they keep all your TD4 slip.
Yes, that is an important piece of document when applying for your NIS, right? So the person from California, that lady who does be talking, sometimes she does really get to my head, but I don't want to say that really. Okay, I already said. She's again that the government is not working, there's this, there's that, but she's not listening to the proper station, and I don't know if it's gossip she's listening to or what, but she must be well informed of what this government is doing. They are working, but everything has to be in a process. Right?
Yeah. And you have a responsibility, that is to say the potential beneficiary, to act in accordance with the regulations or the process that they would have outlined, right?
Yes. And once you meet that criteria, then it's smooth sailing.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I hope we can get some with respect to the what is called the senior citizen pension.
Go ahead, next caller.
I would love
Morning.
to hear some positive news there too. Good morning.
Morning, sir. I
morning.
had called you all. Morning. I had called you all probably about 2 weeks ago with regards to the retirees of MTS. We're not getting any sort of information. You all said that you all were going to do some investigation about it, and probably post it on the report. But what is going on is people are dying. Up to yesterday, 2 retirees from MTS haven't received the money and they have died. What is MTS really doing with us? Good. And this is not good at all. It's a state company. This is not good at all.
Yeah.
Lennox,
I did try to
MTS in a mess, Lennox.
Yeah.
Lennox.
But I did try to
MTS
gain
in
some
a
information.
mess.
But look as though we'll have to go the route of the freedom of information to indicate the seriousness of
Now
the
they're
matter.
complaining. No, the matter is they are complaining they have no money to pay nobody. How you could tell me you have no money to pay nobody?
Yeah.
The government allocated money for all about. This is a state board. This is not like a private company. This is not like TNTech or thing. So this is a state board. And you telling me, there are no money to pay. When you check it, you amounted to $45 million for retirees compared to $850 million and probably going more and more and more. Right? And the line minister did say that he's going to mandate the finance minister, the Honorable Tankuta, to allocate money for MTS to clear them off the debts and whatever. No, that's not fair to us, because imagine we are over 60 now. Good. And when you read on the thing and hearing and getting complaint that people dying and they're not getting their money, and MTS just relax back. Good, they just relax back. Now, I want to give them a 20% benefit of the doubt, because I think that the Honorable Clyde Elder would have said that he wanted something by June the 8th. right? And they were trying to clear up. Now, if you don't have money to clear up, what happens now that when all they decide to clear up June the 8th, and all they have to pay back pay for and then retroactive on the gratuity money and thing. All of a sudden now they don't get money to pay, right? So all they have the money to pay people. People are dying, people need their money. We are sick. We don't know. When we were working there, we were putting out our best for them. Why can't they put out their best for us now? This is becoming overbearing.
And you know what hurts? You know what hurts me when it comes into MTS? It's not the hard-working MTS workers that will guard schools and will guard various government institutions and things that crash that company. What crashed that company is the heads and them themselves. Crash MTS. And now workers paying the brunt for the heads, and none of them, what's that? All of them who crash MTS lie down or proper, them nothing going on with them. You know?
No, them nothing ever going on wrong with them. Them had their money. Them get the last CEO. He gone home. I'm sure he get he gratuity money. We not seeing him in the protest line protesting for his gratuity. We're not going to see no board members from the last administration going in the thing protesting for the gratuity. But why we the pawns? We are the pawns. We are the ones who really represent MTS, not them. Not them. Good? And they are doing stupidness. They only put it off. Now we know there's a China command. We know everybody have to wait until this one, see that other. But at least come out and say something. Don't come and keep telling us, oh, they have no money, oh, they have no money. But all they're finding vacancies, filling it, hiring people, paying them a big set of money. But all they have no money to pay retirees. I don't understand them. I just do not understand them.
Right, I'll have some additional information tomorrow for you because, well, I want to, maybe it's no harm in saying it. I know one or two members of the board that I would want
well,
to
I think you did mention that.
Yeah.
Guys, tell you how long I think and I waited. So
that's the process.
So we need to know, and you see that excuse about they have no money, we're not buying that again. We're not buying that again. Good? Because you're paying workers, okay. Also, don't tell me you only have money to pay workers. Good? 850 million, majority, but no. Yeah.
Okay, we have to go for a break. We have to go for a break, and of course, when we come back, more.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
I'm waiting for a super right, but I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy, I switch your LED, at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
On Sunday, July 5th, Ballpark Macoya comes alive as Experience 496 Gym presents the Experience 496 Championships. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 15 teams enter the battlefield for a full day of football, rivalry, big moments, and family entertainment. Bring your crew, bring the kids, and witness the energy. Experience 496 Championships. Sunday, July 5th, Ballpark Macoya. 15 teams, one field, one champion.
What if your money could give you more? More growth, more flexibility, more peace of mind. Right now, for a limited time, earn up to 4% interest on your fixed deposit at Police Credit Union. Enjoy flexible terms that work around your life and the kind of care only a trusted institution can provide. Start building your future today. Act now. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Visit any of our 4 branches today or follow us on social media for more, because we give you more. Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check. It's 57 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. I must say a pleasant good morning to those of you that look on to us on YouTube and on Facebook. And for those of you who look on to us on Talk City, yes, Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. Not forgetting those of you that look on to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. I was calling you back there, Snipes. Boy, I ain't seen my glasses, yes, boy. So I'm wearing you know them cheap glasses we're buying a place to try to see. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. So you check back. I'll call you back private after. So you look out for the call. Go ahead and play those voice notes, my brother.
Program, all of the UNC people and them run by a PNM program. All cities are PNM for over 60 years. He spent $5,000 to be a lifetime member of the PNM and all they will stick up on that Wall Street over there now. Leave Busman, let Busman talk. A few moments later, let me say a special Sunday welcome to the young man himself, Mr. COP. Mr. COP, you're good. Good afternoon to you, Professor Wall Street. I just cool, positive, and quite humble. Good afternoon to you, WCY listeners and chatters. Good afternoon to you and everyone who looked out to WCY. Good afternoon. A very different Wall Street, and I want to repeat something again. Please, I don't say as I say in this program. Please, do not accept any set of PNM people on this program over here. That will run me so fast. I don't want to be amongst them PNM people and never. No, but we make a pledge that anybody is welcome. Anybody is welcome. I agree with that. But not the PNM people and never. No PNM people and not anybody. But anybody, especially ones of them that we are accustomed in for 20-something years. Now, them station, them ain't coming. I don't want to hear them at all. I don't want to hear them. Let them go and talk to you. Them ain't coming. So, cities let's encourage all them people them to call and say what I want to say. Don't do that on WZYE. This is absolute family with no distraction.
Good morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Snipes. Morning, Mikey K, wherever you may be. And all the ground reporters, troops, all the callers, all the listeners who streaming on the World Wide Web, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. And Andy, and this is what I was trying to explain yesterday now, whereby, I find, as a woman, and I'm talking about the opposition leader, and I'm sure she can be.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The 7 a.m. news on Talk City 91.1 FM being brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor. Wise financial thinking for life.
The usual wet season this year, with fewer hurricanes anticipated. Despite this outlook, Acting Chief Climatologist at the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service, Kedar Kisoon, is urging continued vigilance, cautioning that even a single storm can cause significant damage.
Tropical storms forming in the area of interest has the potential to threaten Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. The season only needs one tropical storm or hurricane to cause devastation in Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, or any other island for it to be an active season.
In the Ministry of Public Utilities, Shavana Sam, said the country is already experiencing the effects of climate change through increased bushfires, extreme heat, and threats to ecosystems and communities.
Across the globe, we are witnessing the increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather conditions, prolonged heat events, droughts, flooding, and other climate-related challenges that continue to affect food security, water resources, energy systems, and public health. And right here in Trinidad and Tobago, we are seeing these impacts become more visible within our very own communities.
The 20th National Climate Outlook Forum was held on Wednesday under the theme Heat and Public Health, Reducing Risk Through Climate Services. In other news, amid the rise of non-bank payment providers, fintech companies, and virtual asset services, the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago is seeking to strengthen oversight and consumer protections through the Draft Payment Systems and Services Bill and its accompanying regulations. According to Central Bank Governor Larry Howey, the payment landscape is evolving, with an increase in non-bank payment service providers, fintechs, and virtual asset services. The Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago hopes to manage risk to consumers with adequate monitoring and safeguards through the Draft Payment Systems and Services Bill and accompanying regulations framework.
Current legislative framework, though efficient in the past, is no longer fit for the evolving environment. We need a modern.
During a consultation on Wednesday, Assistant Manager of Payments and Financial Markets Infrastructure, Ms. Jeanette Joseph, gave an overview of the objectives.
Of the national payment system to provide greater legal certainty and protection of users of payment clearing and settlement systems, to implement the risk-based regulatory regime calibrated to the nature, scale, and risk of different payment activities and entities, and also to facilitate e-commerce, encourage cashless payments, and promote financial inclusion.
The consultation process is currently ongoing, and all feedback will be considered before the revised bill is submitted. In sport, Aston Villa ended a 3-decade wait for major silverware with a commanding 3-0 victory over Freiburg in the 2026 Europa League final on Wednesday. Villa, considered favourites for the competition, controlled the match from the outset. Yuri Tillemans broke the deadlock in the 41st minute with a stunning volley before Emiliano Buendia doubled the lead in the first half stoppage time. Just after the restart, Buendia's dangerous cross was turned in by Morgan Rogers, sealing the triumph and sparking jubilant celebrations among the fans. The victory crowned a remarkable season for Unai Emery's side, who lifted their first European trophy since 1982. And that's what's making the news at this time. After the break, Vimal is back with hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor. Wise financial thinking for life.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities, being there when needed most, across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started after 185 years. Sagicor.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 7 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Gong Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to all of you that are locked on to us on the World Wide Web. Yes, on social media. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning to all our maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters. All our drivers, a pleasant good morning. Not forgetting Tobago, our sister island, and our great citizens across in Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, why we play before we go to play some other voice notes? Let's peep in the head.
Andy, I wanna just replay the last voice note because he would have been cut. He would have been cut off by the news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, morning Andy, morning Lennox, morning Snipes, morning Mikey K, wherever you may be, and all the ground reporters, troops, all the callers, all the listeners who streaming on the World Wide Web, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. And Andy, and this is what I was trying to explain yesterday now, boy, whereby, I find, as a woman, and I'm talking about the opposition leader, and I'm sure she could be a mother too, I'm sure about that, right? And, to hear she kind of make them derogatory statement and thing, it reminds me of she former Prime Minister, Mr. Dr. Rowley, you understand? But at the end of the day, boy, this is how we does understand how people is, and here what's going on. And if you start off talking like this as an opposition leader, what will make you a prime minister? Then it come like the fruit don't fall far from the tree, because you go in and come and song just like Rowley. You understand? And I find as a opposition leader, you're supposed to start to have some kind of morality and standard about yourself, so that the people will, come into you and gain your trust and, probably love you, but when you're making certain statements like this before even an election, a general election and local election right there, I don't know now, and I waiting to see. I go see how sick people is really in the head and thing, You understand? Everybody had their own choice and life to make, but oh God, boy, come on, the country, what better for the country? And Andy, before I forget, boy, yesterday I tried to call back in to harass Mr. Lennox Smith. Lennox, I ain't gonna lie, that gray suit you had on yesterday, big man. Yeah, boy. Yeah. You're supposed to really be in the Senate. You understand? Andy, you're stepping up. You're trying to reach, but Lennox up there. Yeah. Loving you, house. Look on and listen.
Yeah. Remember that the retro man?
Andy, good morning.
Yeah, that the retro man, Lennox retro saying. You remember that the man was flex out on a Friday? Tomorrow, oh God, tomorrow. Well, look how Spargos come back so quick, boy. What did the hell? Go ahead, Snipes. Play the voice note and done. It's done there.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Nigel, did you get my voice note? Again, yeah. Thank you very much. Andy, my first front burner issue is I want to do a quotation by Elie Wiesel, right? We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. And Andy, being neutral and silent is not an option when you see abuse taking place. I will call those people who want to act neutral and silent cowards. Because let me draw a reference with the little child that, well, we have to say he died, right? I am absolutely sure, Andy, people heard that child's screams. Just like how people used to hear Amy Anneman to those screams. And only after that child died, then you would hear, we shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right? That's what it was all about. All those children that are crying out, all the women who are victims of domestic violence and never survived it. That is because of people remaining neutral and silent. Andy, I have always been an advocate for women, children, and animals. And I am not going to stop now. I'm not going to stop now. And when I see disadvantage being taken, I am going to speak out. Who don't like it, too bad. But I'm not a coward. I don't suffer from situational ethics and sanctimonious hypocrisy. Okay? That is me, and that will be me until the day I die. Right? I'll come back with my other voice note. I don't want it to be too long. All right, Andy? And I'm appealing to our people out there, everybody out here. Don't be silent and neutral when you all see abuse going on, advantage going on. Save our women, our children, and our animals. Thanks a lot, Andy. Take care.
Oh, Andy, morning. I see like all you put me on block, but I study calling and nobody picking up there. Like all the screening calls. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I support Bossman 100%. Keep up the good work, Bossman, holding this government accountable. Thank you so much. Have a good morning, everybody.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Nigel, and to everybody out there again. Andy, my second front burner issue. Did you see the abuse of that child yesterday? I sent you the video. How they beat that school child. The child was kicked in his face. The child was kicked in his head. The car didn't see the child. He was on the ground. And the car was going to... If the young lady didn't started shouting for the driver to stop, he would have rolled over the child. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. He didn't see the child on the ground. Right? Because when he saw everybody run off, he said, well, everybody gone. And yet still, when this government, the Ministry of Education, tried to control school violence, you hear the naysayers, you hear Penny, why they have to bring in police in the schools, why they have to have police for the children, why they're charging the children. Well, then if you don't want to charge the children, charge the parents. But Andy, something has to come out of that beating yesterday. Now, they picked up the child. One of them picked up the child and was maybe to get him to a car or something, to get him to the hospital. Now, they don't know by picking up that child what further damage could have been caused, but they didn't know. Right? They just picked up the child. And you heard for yourself Dolly saying they know who these violent school children are, where they came from. PNM mothers, PNM fathers, PNM grandmothers. Right? And the first one to start defending them. But Andy, if I'm saying something wrong here this morning, only forgive me. But I refer to those two school children as criminals for what we see, what they did to that child yesterday. Andy, thank God that was my own, Thank God that was my own. Because I would have taken God out of my thoughts. What they did to that child. I hope, Andy, that child survived that beating. Take care and have a good one.
Wait. Hold on the voice, so let me take a call on this side.
Because I would have taken God out of my thoughts.
Wait. Go ahead, caller.
Green lights. I like to thank Almighty God for bringing the ground report, Mr. Lennox, Mr. Mighty K, and my great friend.
Let me take a call on this side. Don't listen to your background, sir. And don't forget Director Snipes. But go ahead.
All right, I would like to thank Almighty God. Yeah. He is the creator of all great things large or small. I like to pick up the big wood man. The big wood man. I talk about big wood man there?
Yeah, that Lennox Smith.
Yeah, he's the big wood man. He's the big wood man. He's the big wood man, eh? I know he have a lot of words to talk, all kind of thing. I like to big up you, Mr. Andy William. I like to big up Mr. Mighty K. I like to big up the guy you all have with you, the new guy.
Yeah,
the new guy.
That's nice. Yeah.
Snipes. Well, he is the creator of all great things, large or small. And it's my great pleasure to acknowledge him here in our presence here tonight. Well, today, this morning, Almighty God.
Okay.
Right? And
but can I ask you
my
something,
contribution?
caller? I'm happy that you called for
Sure.
a first-time caller. But
yes.
In any way you are intoxicated or anything?
I was living in India.
You was living in
I
India?
never drank before.
Oh, you never
yes,
drunk
India.
before? Okay.
No, never. But I was doing a survey on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I never drank before. Why would you be so are you trying to contradict me or something like that?
No, sir. I'm not trying to contradict you at all, sir. You go ahead.
Well, the man crying, the man still bawling. He's crying.
Yeah, but who crying?
A certain man went to Lekoto and the Lekoto drumbeat came back to him because he's crying. He's crying because the drumbeat where he went to walk, it walked back on him.
All right, caller.
All right, that's just an individual. And now he said, it was Ken Valley is now the man father, boy. Because our man making allegations on certain people in the People's National Movement. Mr. Brian Manning. Right? All kind of thing going on in the party. So the party gone mad.
Yes. So thanks so much, caller.
Stack anybody say. All I can say is that the minute you oppose my good friend, he becomes very, very angry. And if you oppose him strongly, he becomes a raging bull.
All right.
And this is not. Yes.
Yeah.
And we have not read. You could go in the elementary sector. You should go in the elementary sector.
All right.
We are not ready for this. This is for school people.
Yes.
Come on, man.
All right.
You take food from the children mouth and get the big people to eat.
Yes.
And we's dogs. We's church rats.
Yes. But sir, thank you so much for your first time call and on the Ground Report program. But I will never accuse you because you was in India already, you say, and you don't drink. But right? All right. Lennox Smith, you have anything there? A pleasant good morning to you again.
Yes, as usual, of course. It's only on the Ground Report, people, you could get that variety. Let me pay that of all personalities. And, of course, we welcome, whether you are new, whether you are indifferent, or whether you are irregular. We welcome your interaction because this is what it is all about. A reflection of the society called Trinidad.
The only thing I forgot to ask him, with all respect though, the only thing I forgot to ask him was he said he don't drink, so I was just going to ask him if he smoke because remember government legalized a little portion now. But I didn't get to ask him that. He might have been honest.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to hear what his response would have been having regard to his contribution.
Yeah, so let's go for the word of the day because we really going to need the word of the day now. We have no choice. After that gentleman first time contribution. Yeah.
I hear you. Yes, people, of course, get your dictionaries out, of course, and those kids that are on their way to. We were supposed to have it at past, Andy. But
it's past now. It's going to be 5
Yeah, it's going to be 5 yes.
All right, well, then let me continue.
Unfortunately, for those who have an early rise or on the way to school at this point in time, I'm sure that you will still be on time to get the word of the day. But yes, I have to reference, as I began yesterday, the whole question of the report of the IMF. It is called the fourth article. That is the term that is used. The fourth consultation on Trinidad and Tobago for 2026 is a fourth article consultation. And one of the things that the directors agree upon, remember they have to come here, make their assessment, get the raw data, and then go back to Washington and do their evaluation and analysis and then give a report. So, and the entire board does takes part in that exercise. So the board is saying, or the directors are saying, in this one paragraph here, I'm only going to read one unless we have, I'll stop if there is a call coming in. Directors welcomed the authorities, meaning that the government of Trinidad and Tobago, efforts to strengthen fiscal institutions and address fiscal risk. They commended.
You have a caller.
Oh, we have a caller. Let's go to that. Let's go to the line. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning, Andy and Lennox.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. The word of the day is misrepresentation, my brother.
All right. Okay. Well, we had to take it, Andy, because we said it already. Yes, indeed. Of course, something that is not factual. All right. Misrepresent.
Oh, misrepresentation.
Agreed?
You have another call?
Yeah. We have another call. Good morning. So if it is the word of the day, well, you have to take it.
All right. This person right now of the morning when I reported that
not hearing you too good, caller.
Yeah, we are not hearing you clearly.
And then he said, this is not the police station. You know? So, he didn't even take the complete thing what he was saying. So, like, the new man here, the man in he's not apologizing. He's supposed to apologize. You know, for cutting me off. So, I'd like to know what could be done about that.
Andy, you got the gist of what he was
him
clearly complaining about?
Nah, just hear
something about an apology.
Somebody owe him an apology. Somebody cut him off
for being cut off or something
Call
like
back, caller.
That is what I got.
What's that?
Somebody is that is what I gleaned from what you said, that he got cut off and somebody is owing him an apology. I don't know the details. We didn't get it clearly.
Call us back.
Yeah,
caller.
and we'll deal with the matter. We are not afraid to confront.
Hi,
whatever.
good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Yeah, give us a word for today now, because we done there already.
Program there. Thank you all very much for taking my call. I want to make mention of something I see happening in this society. And at the PNM Sports and Family Day on Sunday, it was plain to see a lot of people become very selfish. And, if they don't get something, they want to mash it up. And this gentleman, I think he's a counselor or something in the Superior region there. He's a perfect example of that. He's a go around doing all kind of things. And just because he didn't get the position as the candidate for Labour, he Kamala is the Honorable Prime Minister is the worst thing. He said the worst things about all the colleagues who used to be hugging up and embracing. I would call him a Judas. And I'm saying members of the supporters of the UNC are saying it again. We have to be vigilant. Even you all who is on this station here, I have given an opportunity, right, to talk the right thing. Because PNM seems to me like they have all the answers for the country now, right? And their leader, what I say, was weak. I remember when they say she was weak and she didn't know good leader. A lot of them PNM are saying that. No, they're embracing her now because they're on a plan to destabilize this government, and only with propaganda. This Prime Minister, another Prime Minister, and ministers have done a wonderful job. Wonderful job. They didn't fire nobody. All those people, because of corruption. Why did these corrupted contractors and them who used to take advantage of them and treat them like slaves? And I'm saying you all who have an opportunity, was given an opportunity to be on the radio, please be vigilant and protect your government, because this government means good for the people. This Prime Minister care for the children, she care for the elderly, and she care for the young people. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, look, we have one on this side. Word of the day. Go ahead.
A pleasant good morning, Andy.
A pleasant
Mr.
good morning
Lennox.
to you, Miss Ann Brown.
Good morning.
And Director Snipes. The word of the day is blatherskite.
Spell it.
Blatherskite. Blatherskite. It's a noun.
Blatherskite.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Blatherskite.
Kite. That is a term that I know I rarely use. I hope that is the same context that you know it. Somebody speaking gibberish and all kinds of things in the, particularly in the political arena. Is that what you have?
Of course, yes. I'm a person who speaks rapidly, but says little of substance.
Yes. So, and we have a lot of that in our politics these days. I mentioned it earlier with respect, of course, to our opposition leader.
Thank you, and have a blessing, gentlemen.
Nice.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that intervention.
So far we got 2, and now Lennox, let's get yours.
Mine's is cognitive. It means I want to take it from the dictionary directly because it has to do with, of course, the young people and their learning abilities and so on. So it is the mental process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. So in other words, I often mention that experience is the best teacher. Well, you would have gotten that experience, and when you repeat it or regurgitate it, whether verbally or in action, really and truly you are expressing a mental state that is considered to be as a result of cognition, right? So, so some people may say that that's the noun, but of course there's an adjective as well that is called cognitive. So their cognitive ability may be waning, or you don't have cognitive ability. Simply means your ability to assess and to I don't want to use big words for that. I was tempted to use inculcate, but I don't want to use inculcate because I know that students are listening. So to take in information, by way of your senses, observation, and then, of course, you are going to put it into your memory bank, so to speak, and you can now bring it to operation whenever you need it in the future. That's the best way I could explain cognition. All right? So that's my word of the day, cognition. So
I don't know. If you was my teacher, I wasn't coming to class.
Why?
You over-explain everything.
Over-explain. Well, and that is good. Last night I had a situation where Form 1 student have difficulty with 2 letters multiplication. And then he puts all in one line, that line below that you have to now add when you have the 2 lines after you multiply. And he was getting difficulty with that. And somebody who was next to me, they are confused and they want to laugh. I said, don't laugh. I was very serious. Don't laugh. All right? If he does not know, he does not understand, our duty is to, of course, explain again.
Yeah.
And that is why I was at pains just now not to use the word inculcate, for example. So I had to find a word that the child or the whoever is listening could associate with. And that is what education is all about.
I took note that you still use the word and gave them the meaning.
Still give them, yes. So people, of course, we have come to the end of that. We have two the words, of course, blith, I pronounce it differently, I suppose. That's how it is today.
I would like to tell the listening public that when we are getting ready for the word of the day, you would hear something like this.
Good, right.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Marvelous. You did it again, my friend. Yes, indeed. What
introduction
there could be. You're looking for you.
after
you get your Yes.
You have one as well.
Yeah. So bliff skate. Okay, that's of course the word where people talk gibberish and foolishness and so on. So yes, and Mr. Tabaki did ask me to look at the Marabunta. The word is Marabunta, Mara, not Mari. Yes, and I did do some research, and it appears that it is a term that is used and adopted in Trinidad because of a film, a movie that was filmed in the jungles, I think, in South America, where there was invasion of ant, a lot of ant. They call them maribuntas, and in Trinidad, of course, they adopted it to the wasp instead. One, and two, there is a group, yes, from East Port of Spain. I got that in my research as well, that adopted the name marabunta, and of course for more violent and aggressive behavior rather than docility or calmness. All right, so I think I've completed my task as far as the word of the day is concerned and what transpired yesterday. So we go for a break. We go for the break.
But before we go for that break,
we come
let
back,
me hear that again. Let me hear what we will be looking out for Lennox Smith. Word of the day, what we looking out for? Let me hear it.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
What, boy? Go ahead, Snipe. Big boy Lennox, boy.
Ability is ability. You can't help that. Let's go for the break. When we come back.
Don't quit. And neither does he. Treat Dad at Value Optical with 40% off frames this Father's Day. Upgrade his vision for real life. Clear vision. All-day comfort. No interruptions. With flexible payment options from CredIQ, he can see now and pay later. Plus, win $15,000 in vouchers and luxury car rentals from Sixth Rent-A-Car and SS Mobility. Call toll-free 800-2020 or visit any Value Optical nationwide. Available until June 21st. Conditions apply. Value Optical. Expert care for your eyes.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Get ready for a powerful day of faith, healing, and renewal. Join us on Sunday, 31st May 2026 at the Center of Excellence from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. under the inspiring theme, Rise Up and Walk. Be uplifted by dynamic speakers including Archbishop Charles Jason Gordon, Efter Dwight Merrick, Basil Strode, Deborah DeRosia, and Sean Julian. Experience prayer, praise, and transformation like never before. Tickets are available now from Eternal Light Community, Catholic Charismatic Renewal, and all prayer groups. Adults, $100, children, $50, under 12, and confirmation students. Don't miss it. Your moment to rise is now.
Looking for something tasty? Then head down to Shamil's Food Place located at 502 Rochard Road, Penal, where flavor meets satisfaction every single day. From hot breakfast favorites like stewed liver and gizzard, their signature fried chicken sandwiches, hot sada roti, and fry bake with different veggies like fried aloo, bhaji, to mouth-watering lunch specials including curry duck, curried chicken, curried goat, stewed chicken, pilau, soups, fried rice, plain rice, dal, and their hot, tasty dal puri. And not forgetting the street food favorites, doubles, sahina, palori, and baigani with sauce to complement. Breakfast, lunches available Monday to Saturday. And they also do catering for any events, whether big or small. Bus up shot, made by orders. So call or WhatsApp 317-3889 to order. Check them out at 502 Rochard Road, Penal. Shamil's Food Place.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
We are back. Time check, it's about, it's exactly 37 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to all of you that are locked on to us on our social media platforms. All of you, whether it be Facebook or on YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Not forgetting about drivers, all my drivers, east, west, north, south, central, and in Tobago. A pleasant good morning to you.
And of course, our apology for any mix-up this morning with respect to the word of the day, but we would start officially at 7:30.
Okay.
7:30, not 7:15 as was previously probably done or announced. So 7:30 is the word of the day. So we took calls in between that was not of a word of the day nature because we recognized that there was some ambiguity, some mix-up. All right, so 7:30. So all of the parents and others who take kids to school and so on, well, 7:30 will be the time when you can tune in. All right, let's get that clear. Before the break, as well, I did mention certain parts of the fourth, what's called the fourth article of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund report on Trinidad and Tobago for 2026. And I was making the point, and let me just read the paragraph quickly. If there are calls, I am prepared to be interrupted. No problem with that. The directors welcomed the authorities, meaning that the directors that looked at the evaluation, the evaluative aspect of the report, having come here and garnered information. They then go back to Washington and put the document together. So this is what it says. The directors welcome the authorities' efforts to strengthen fiscal institutions and address the fiscal risk. They commended the authority, meaning that they congratulate them, the authorities for the courageous reforms to the national insurance system, and called for further steps to improve the long-term stability of the public pension system. Directors also encourage the authorities to adopt a medium-term fiscal framework anchored by a well-designed fiscal rule and a credible debt anchor to manage volatile energy revenues and ensure intergenerational equity.
Wow.
I mean, that's a powerful statement.
Yeah, so that means we have a caller here, but that means we'll be doing...
It's good news.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
very good news. And I also, before we take the caller here, because it's done here already, I also was viewing that school fight. I mean, it's really horrible, boy. The knockout the fella, that bad, they could kill that boy.
I didn't have a chance to see it.
Yeah, boy, like they could kill that little boy, kick the man in the face, kick him there, you could see the boy out, they kind of out, and then while he totally knocking out, his boots the face, boy.
But I mentioned about he was almost run over.
With the man, and
You saw
almost,
that?
or the car almost run over and that people had to wait, and then a man pick him up, boy.
Okay.
But if that man live, if that little child live, if that boy live, I think, I hope he
where it occurred? You know where it occurred? Where?
Nah.
What part of the country?
Nah, boy.
Oh, okay.
But if that boy, I hope he alive. If not, those there, all of them we have on video, they should charge for murder, whether they're underage or not. No man sort of murder.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The incident that occurred at outside Tranquility, or should I say students wearing Tranquility uniform, to be more specific, some five students were suspended.
Okay, but that one there, boy, that one I feel, that kind of like I see there, it look like that fella mightn't make it. That is how bad it is, boy, Lennox, boy. Jeez, boy.
And the frequency is my concern. Eh? I don't mind. These skirmishes happen from time to time. Not so intense, one. And then, of course, the frequency is, it must get any educator or any administrator or any government thinking outside of the box to try to solve this problem.
Do you have a call on your line?
Yeah,
we
go
have
ahead,
a call. Let's go.
That was bad.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, you know they had the saying that every bread have its butter. You know, I would have never thought we'd have a big wood woman now to match Lennox as the big wood man. You know? From day one, Lennox was the big wood man. Wood, you know, people like to talk all kind of stupid talk. The big wood, W-O-R-D man. Now, it's so, you know, welcoming to hear now that Lennox bread is buttered now, that he has finally met his big wood woman to have this kind of discussion on the airwaves, you know. But anyway, if Brigo could have got married, anybody could have got married. The thing about it, we must have some to excite ourselves a little bit and laugh a little sometimes in life, because when you look at that fight, that happened in Chaguanas, and when you look at the brutality that young fellas could be, that type of display isn't just a fight, you know. That is anger, that is hatred, that says so much. That little couple seconds of what the population saw there said so much about the society and the type of human beings that we as parents are creating in our homes, that could go out there and demonstrate that level of brutality on a citizen, not even taking into consideration that you could end up in jail, you could end up killing somebody, and your whole life will be ruined after this situation. And don't have not one little bit of consideration to think about that action. That is to tell you where we are today in this society. And this situation, I think, especially how it was demonstrated and beating somebody who's already defenseless, and then going and hitting that person to the level of the passing out to the head, that deems some serious retrospection of.
You could actually see that with how those that they actually wanted to damage that child, boy. You could see they wanted to damage that boy.
Andy, let me tell you something. I was in plenty little fights and all kind of thing. And you know, after I got hit on my 2-3 little cuff and seem like defenseless and thing, I would say, hey, let me do impart no more harm to this person that I could kill them or some kind of thing. You know, there was a disagreement and you square off and you show the person, hey, back down now. You get some hand and thing. You are going now having somebody in a decapitated state and impacting that set of brutality again over and over and over on them. And the thing about it, it wasn't like if the fella was with a gang or some kind of thing, the people who was beating him was a gang. It was like 4 of them on this one person. So it was like it was a disadvantage. Yeah. So at any point in time, they could have said, okay, fine, we hit the man to trick off or a clout or some kind of thing. Let me just, for argument's sake, okay, he was wrong. Like you say, he do them something or some kind of thing. Just saying, because we get the story. And then you have 4 or 5 fellas, them now beating up this fella. Okay, he had to trick clout, he fall on the ground. Okay, stop there now. But you're going in back now and start to beat the man mercilessly on his head and thing. Let me tell you, this is the situation where after parents seeing this, and I know if that was my child, let me tell you something, this would have go a whole different direction. And the authority needs to step into this, set an example, because this is going to happen over. And there's a video circulating where a fight was taking place in a Chipotle restaurant with the same set of young thugs and all kind of thing. And if you hear the immediate response of the mayor of the city, the police service and everything, they say they're going to stop this thing immediately. This is not going to happen under their watch again. And if it is, the children cannot be held responsible. The parents will be held responsible. And they will have to face the full brunt of the law for allowing their children to engage in these kind of activities and things. And it's not going to continue under their watch, and the state and the police service and everybody would come together and ensure that something like this doesn't happen again. Have a good morning, gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your program. Take care, man.
Thank you. Them look like they wanted to actually kill that boy. Under seriousness.
Andy, you're going to have to limit the time of your callers. What's happening is that you have a lot of calls on the line and you're not able to maximize. So you have to ask your callers to summarize. He made some excellent points, but we have a lot of people holding the lines, and then they're going to say that we're screening the calls and they're not getting through. So we must maximize the time.
Okay. Go ahead. You have it. Go ahead.
And I want to emphasize, of course, the need for parental intervention. I think that the last part of his presentation was
Hi,
very
good morning.
valid.
Welcome.
Morning to the panel. Andy, you know what it does take a parents to raise a child, right? For people to beat them up and damage them up like that.
Boy, Donny boy.
I one of my cousins going in that same school and he waited by the Charleville taxi stand, and some children from Serval, 8 of them, they beat the man and stab the man. He ended up in Mount Hope Hospital. You know, the police do nothing about that.
Your family? Somebody do your family that, Donny?
My family. The man ended up getting stabbed close to his spine and he ended up in Mount Hope Hospital.
And
the police did nothing about that. They say it happened outside the school. That's why when Dr. Rowley said they're breeding monsters at home and they're going to school and behaving like hyenas in Africa, and the man talk the God truth. But you know when this will stop? One of these days, one of them fights, somebody go beat up the wrong people children, and the parents go take the law into their own hand, and they go have a mass shooting, and then the authorities go.
All right. Thank you, caller.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Caller, welcome.
Morning
Good morning.
to the Ground Report. Morning to the massive Mighty K, the massive intelligent pit bull, not forgetting Lennox and the sniper himself, Trinidad and Tobago. God bless them all. You know, it's serious things, as you only hear it on the Ground Report. And the voice of the people is coming out with some serious issues.
Yeah, but you go, Mr. St. Joseph, you go ahead and make your contribution because Mr. Snipes will cut you. You have a limited time.
Yes,
so go ahead quick.
Yeah, what happened? I want to make my contribution with the set of cruel to animals. What about they have the evidence, right? The man who just watched the dog lying down, and the man drive the van over the dog and kill the dog. What, they have the number plate, they have everything, they know where the man lives, and they have an activist group going by the person home. Why the law enforcement not apprehending this man and enforcing the charges on him? What about the person who beaten this dog on it going on viral? People send it in there. It have the authority to deal with these issues, right? It have a next one, he did do it a few years ago, went down in Caroni by the bird sanctuary and poisoned all the cats. And they're threatening again to do it again. We see too much of cruelty to animals and even to human beings. We asking the authorities. Good morning to the Honorable Mr. A.G., the Attorney General, Mr. John Jeremy, a very good lawmaker. Do something and let's revamp our laws in this country to restore.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. You have any on your side, Andy?
You have some
Andy, send that video for me, please.
Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. This is the person who called earlier and get cut off. When I was reporting the morning, Tuesday morning, with incident to the driver of TEG 4360, the black pickup, when I get cut off by the new man there, when he called and he said, this is not the police station, this is the radio station.
Okay.
You know, the man driving.
Yeah, but caller. All right, but caller. Let me interject.
With all due respect, caller, with all due respect, what do you expect us to do about that?
Yeah.
What do you expect us to do about that?
Yeah, but the fellow should apologize for cutting me off because it's a
right.
Caller, this is the fella. What do you expect us to do about that?
Right. But no, let me correct you, fella. No, caller. Just now, caller. Caller. Right, but caller, let me correct you, right? Yeah. You can't make a contribution, right? It's something that you saw, but where you went wrong and why you get cut off. All right, you call somebody vehicle or how if it go. You say it's a teacher.
To call their name and where
it's
they
to call people name and where they working. Remember, we don't have no evidence of what you saying there. You could have bring your contribution without of what it is gone, without calling people names and this and that. Because let me say now, use a miserable person out there that now then send your evidence or lying. Then the person now who vehicle number call and which it says a teacher, and that teacher now send a law letter to the radio station. We gonna get in trouble, and you all right. So yes, we can take your contribution, but you cannot go about calling people names and all those
and license plate number
and number and them things. You can't do that.
That's for the police.
Yeah. You understand?
Okay, all right.
Right. So nice. So go ahead and make your contribution, but don't call nobody license plate number. Don't call nobody name until we actually see the video, or you send a video for us where we seeing what it is you're saying, so we could say,
where we can say, okay, this person is not lying on this individual. We could be witness.
Okay. You know? Nice. So do you still want to make a contribution?
I'm very sorry that I hurt your feelings on that day, caller.
All right, brother. All right. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. And it's so big people is. Look how Snipes apologized to him too. See? That is how the program is.
In the absence of an explanation, you know, he would go away with his own impression.
Let me say this to the Ground Report listeners. My job is to protect the station and to some point the presenters here. That's what I'm doing here. I have a wealth of experience and knowledge in this, long before Andy, and probably maybe before Lennox, because I don't know Lennox from radio.
No, from Radio Land, no.
From Radio Land
or Media Land, no.
You know,
I'm a product. I'm a product of Andy and Mikey.
Well, that means I could be your father.
In terms of that, yes.
Okay, I don't normally say it. I don't normally say it, but Andy is well aware of my experience, and that's why I sit in this position. Nice. All right, so I want to apologize if I hurt your feelings, caller, but my job is to protect the station.
Nice.
And myself and Andy and Lennox to some point.
Nice.
As much as
because we know and we always had the experience where we always getting letters, and we can't go down that kind of letters route.
Yeah, that has to stop.
Yeah. So he's correct. So what you have there first? We have to take a look. Yeah, let's do that.
We have another break, but we have a caller holding on.
Okay.
Good morning.
We lost him.
We lost that caller. Andy, send the clip for me, please.
Really. Well, you really want to see that? If he's sick,
yeah. We also have 4 voice notes.
Your voice?
Well,
right. And I still have a piece from the IMF, so it's up to you. Decide what you want to do.
When we take the break and come back.
All right.
Yeah, because we're up on a break.
Looking for fresh, high-quality eggs? Get yours from D's Fresh Eggs, your trusted source for wholesale and retail. Whether you need jumbo, large or small, we've got you covered with freshness you can taste and quality you can trust. Call now to place your order. 1-868-713-7151. D's Fresh Eggs. Fresh every day, just the way you like it.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
What if your money could give you more? More growth, more flexibility, more peace of mind. Right now, for a limited time, earn up to 4% interest on your fixed deposit at Police Credit Union. Enjoy flexible terms that work around your life and the kind of care only a trusted institution can provide. Start building your future today. Act now. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Visit any of our 4 branches today or follow us on social media for more, because we give you more. Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At Tech, safety is our priority. Tech, the power to make it work.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellas are Nix 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That's sounding too good to be true.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy. We are back. Time check. Wow, it's 1 minute to the hour of 8 o'clock. Coming up next is the most credible news brought to you by TTT right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. So when we come back to Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to take your calls. We're going to play your voice notes. We're going to hear what's on your front burner. You're going to have to let us know what's supposed to make news that not making news. What's your issue? Well, so far what's trending is the beating of that little boy. That beating, that murder, that licks, that attempted dies. I hope that child is all right. I hope that boy is all right. That way call over to it. You see,
maybe some of these issues should go to the court, you know.
Yeah,
I think
boy.
some of these issues should go to the court because that, and we need to look at the fact that we have students ganging up in schools. Like we have gangs building from in school. They're getting learning the culture from early.
Yeah, boy, but only that I watching Snipes. You know what I watch? You know how them.
So the news is upon us.
All right, I will tell you when we come back.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Residents of the Goodwood community have expressed their collective concern in the wake of the disappearance of Angelo Tobias Plaza. The 2-year-old went missing on Monday, May 11th. Representative of the Goodwood Village Council in Tobago, Brent Brenzo Smith, shared the community's sentiment.
Everybody shocked, we're sad, we're angry, right? And we really want answers. And I believe that is where the hurt coming from, is why we're not getting closure in this matter. It's been dragging on.
Mr. Smith noted that the concerns and sentiments for the missing 2-year-old also being expressed by people beyond the confines of Goodwood.
That 2-year-old child, right? We hurting for a child. Oh gosh, it's 2 years old, the child is. And if you understand what I'm saying, anybody feeling it, right? Everybody want to do something. Even if seen posters put up, Scarborough last night had a vigil. Even in Trinidad, I hear people putting up vigil. It's a 2-year-old. We understand the innocence of this child, right? So it is beyond Goodwood.
Mr. Smith said the Goodwood residents, as well as the residents of the neighboring Pembroke area, have come together to assist the teams combing the island for the toddler. In other news now, as demand for electric and hybrid vehicles grows among consumers in Trinidad and Tobago, first responders are now facing a unique safety challenge. At the TT Chambers' first EV and hybrid conference and exhibition, Texas A&M Market Engineering Extension Service Division Director Chris Angara identified fires involving electric and hybrid vehicles as a key concern.
The first question is, can you put out a battery fire, a lithium-ion battery fire in these vehicles? And the answer is maybe. Because today, we as firefighters, we've always used water, foam, other technologies to put out fires.
He emphasized that water will not extinguish a fire caused by a lithium-ion battery.
Just submerge this vehicle in water and you'll put the fire out. They literally submerged the entire vehicle and it continued to burn underwater. And so this is where this happens. When the cathode begins to break down, it releases heat and bound oxygen. That oxygen then can support combustion even underwater.
One possible solution, according to Mr. Angara, is to allow the fire to burn out. He suggested utilizing a fire blanket to control the blaze. In some sport now, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force ended a 2-decade drought in regional 4-day cricket, defeating defending champions Guyana Hoppy Eagles by 141 runs in the West Indies Championship final at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on Wednesday. With a target of 281 for victory, Guyana were bowled out for 139 between lunch and tea. The win marked a historic moment for Captain Joshua Da Silva, who became the first TNT skipper since Darren Ganga to lift the 4-day trophy. It was also a fitting farewell for veterans Jason Mohammed and Evan Lewis, both retiring from 4-day cricket. Lewis signed off in style, scoring a match-winning 122 in the second innings and earning the Man of the Match honors. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here, have a great day.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, man, lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we dance. For big and for small in no time at all. Prosperity. There's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit. Unity. Somehow, if Trinidad ever needed you, it's now.
Culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
For many citizens, owning a piece of land remains a long-held aspiration, often out of reach due to rising costs and limited availability. That reality has begun to shift under the government's Land for the Landless program, or LFLP, which attracted thousands of applications during the month-long registration period, later extended to accommodate continued demand. Implemented by the Land Settlement Agency under the Ministry of Land and Legal Affairs, the initiative targets individuals and families who do not currently own land, offering access to subsidized residential lots with eligibility guided by criteria, including an income threshold of $30,000 per month. In this InfoDev Radio recap, we reflect on Line Minister the Honorable Saddam Hussein's remarks at the media launch of the LFLP.
We launch this program at a time where there's an urgent need for housing affordability, and pressures continue to weigh heavily on families, in particular young professionals, public servants, graduates. Despite education and steady employment, find themselves unable to enter the housing market. Too many citizens are forced into uncertainty, informal arrangements, or generational renting, unable to build equity or security for their families.
Minister Hussein indicated that implementation will occur in stages, with the first phase delivering 500 fully developed residential lots at subsidized rates.
There will be a proper evaluation criteria, and that evaluation criteria will determine in terms of persons' ability, in terms of affordability and so on for the lands. Because we have to be clear, the lands are not free. The lands are at a high subsidized rate. In some instances, based on evaluations of the lands, there will be a 50% subsidy, and in some instances, there will be a 30% subsidy of those lands.
The application process was strictly online, and hubs were established across the country to ensure that all interested persons had the support needed to complete and submit their applications before the deadline. Within the first 3 days of the process, some 6,000 applications were received. So just how many people applied at the close of the process?
20,000 applications we didn't anticipate. I'm being very honest here. But what it showed the government and it showed the ministry is this, that persons are interested in getting a parcel of land to build a home.
The Land for the Landless program sets out to allocate 60% to working citizens, with the remaining 40% evenly split between state employees and recent tertiary graduates. The response highlights a strong interest across these groups, all seeking a pathway to stability and independence. With clearly defined eligibility requirements, the program is designed to prioritize those most in need while opening doors to first-time land ownership. As the government marks 1 year in office, the strong uptake of this initiative points to broader impact, creating new possibilities for citizens to secure a foundation for home ownership and future growth.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Looking for something tasty? Then head down to Shamil's Food Place, located at 502 Rochard Road, Penal, where flavor meets satisfaction every single day. From hot breakfast favorites like stewed liver and gizzard, their signature fried chicken sandwiches, hot sada roti, and fry bake with different veggies like fried aloo, bhaji, to mouth-watering lunch specials including curry duck, curried chicken, curried goat, stewed chicken, pilau, soups, fried rice, plain rice, dal, and their hot, tasty dal puri. And not forgetting the street food favorites, doubles, sahina, pulori, and baigani with sauce to complement. Breakfast, lunches available Monday to Saturday, and they also do catering for any events, whether big or small. Bus of shot made by orders. So call or WhatsApp 317-3889 to order. Check them out at 502 Rochard Road, Penal. Shamil's Food Place.
This isn't just radio. This is your voice, your city, your platform.
Who else?
Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
oh boy, we are back. Lennox has sent the video for you. Time check, it's about 11 minutes past the hour. 8 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Let me say a pleasant good morning to all of my drivers, maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, 7-seaters, private vehicles. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Not forgetting my sister Isle, Tobago. All our brothers and sisters there in Tobago, pleasant good morning to you all. Oh boy. So what we're going to do, Snipes, is we're going to take some calls here while we prepare to play some of those voice notes off our hand. Go ahead, morning, caller. A pleasant good morning to you.
Andy, morning.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Andy, my heart is broken. I just want to say to little Angelo, wherever you are, baby boy, Trinidad and Tobago is going to fight for you. We're going to fight to bring you justice. You didn't deserve this. We are so sorry that your parents failed you. Trinidad, we have to wake up. This is very, very sad. He's only a baby. He did nothing to anybody. He couldn't even lift a hand. And nobody was there to help him. And we have a good day, all. This is heartbroken. This is not right. These are babies. This is not right.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
You hurt me hard there, boy. It was already hurt, you know. Oh, God. Watch that child, that baby Angelo child, that boy, and then you're seeing we children fighting in school and fighting like they want to kill one another. I hope that school boy and all right.
Big man and woman.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. School man and woman and a school children.
Yeah. And this baby Angelo thing too, boy. That's a baby. You know. Sir. What, Lennox Smith? Being a criminologist, you have your degree in that. Let me see. What will drive someone to kill a baby?
Well, I could be.
Let me see him there, Snipes. Yeah, go ahead then.
Yeah, I could be, I could go textbook, but I prefer to go practical. And clearly, there might have been some issues surrounding the child. The child might be affecting maybe a relationship, for example, and somebody take it upon themselves to resolve this situation in their apparent interests by engaging in making the child the victim. There could be as well a situation on the other hand where somebody is attempting to show somebody that they love them, and the child, and maybe some other factors, because I understand there is the father of the child is not living with the mother, has not been so therefore he would visit. But it appears that the child has become, for want of a better term, a disruptive factor, and has led to this kind of madness that a person is willing to eliminate that element that is affecting his or her relationship. And so that's the only thing I could think of in that particular situation. I cannot say that it is something that is a mentally deranged person. I can't see it from the
But
from what we are from what we know. One, two, it doesn't suggest either that this person is external to the relationship. In other words, the child is familiar with that individual from that particular case that we have before.
Yeah, but let me ask something. Let me ask something too, because again, no child deserve to go in that way or to be brutalized in that. No child, right? But in some of the things that you just mentioned, could I add to that a cause factor where they don't supposed to be? Could let me say a woman have a child and telling the husband or the man that they're pregnant for them one day their child, and then after a year, 2 years, you get to know, well, that's not your child, that's a next man's child. Could that drive somebody too? Could that drive somebody whereby a woman tell a man, yes, I'm pregnant for you, this is your child, and then a year after, because I see you did mention strained relationship and could be problem in relationship. A year after hearing, well, a woman gay a child, which that was supposed to, but could that be a factor to, a driving factor for somebody could think about doing something like that?
Yeah, but that has to be early in the game. How old was the child? Just about 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah. But we said no, they get to know a week now or a week now. Well, that child and the woman confess or did not or blood work. So
well, there are other variables that you have to put there, whether or not the man or the woman is still in the relationship. All right, and if they're still in a relationship and let's say the potential perpetrator feel that he or she was betrayed to a sufficient degree, and worse yet, if the child becomes a focus of attention by the one who did the betraying, then yeah, that is a real scenario.
Jeez,
that's a real scenario. Yeah.
Man. Well, boy, Terry Lyons sing Trinidad need prayer.
And let me tell you this. Let me give you a real case scenario.
Go ahead.
Newly born, the man was told that the child is his before the birth took place. He made all the provisions, but being in doubt, he decided, and his parents as well decided, well, listen, we're going to have a paternity test, and the birth paper and all that was prepared in the man's name. And when the paternity test came, the child wasn't his.
And it's a bad thing. And I think
the woman in this case had to leave the home immediately, and all of the plans surrounding that child was simply unraveled, and everybody went their own way. That is a nice outcome. But there are other people who wouldn't take it like that, because remember, I put my name there and all of that, and then to find out that is not mine.
Yeah, but
so people different strokes for different folks.
You see, in life too, I will just plead with women out there. All you don't stick man with children, with next man child. That is a serious thing. It have some people be able to handle it. I have some people will not. Some men will be able to handle that. I thought some men would not be able to handle that. Because that is a very, very, very secret thing to a man. When you come and tell a man, well, this is your child, especially if a man wants that child and really always wanted that, and you know it have men that really love children and feeling so good and go and coast with his friends. Yes, my wife pregnant for me. We having a baby boy. Yes, only I'm getting my first child. I love it. I'm rubbing the belly. I'm carrying her to clinic. We do ultrasound together and I'm gonna watch my child. See the movements in the belly. Because we do a 4D ultrasound. We going down, we organize, we go shop. It's a boy. We buy the blue bathtub, blue clothes. It's a very, very serious thing, woman. And then you all put that man through all of that. That man now organized, spending money. There's his child, his family, his friends, his egos, his life, his everything. That this break a man, you know. So woman, when only going out there and only get pregnant or only practice safe sex or don't do that. If only unsure, best only tell a man. Here it is. I'm pregnant and I'm unsure if the child is yours or not. I did horn you. Did end up into a sexual relationship with someone. It's done, right, honey? See, it's done. That relationship is done, but I'm pregnant and I'm not too sure. It's up to you if you want to leave or not. It's up to you if you want to leave or not. But I'm telling you in advance, I'm pregnant. It could be yours, but it may not be yours. But that relationship that I was in there, for a short while, it's over. Best only woman do that. Lennox, is it a good advice?
Andy, is no. I mean, do if you're damn, don't do damn is a 2020 scenario, because that brings on another kind of relationship, another kind of psychological and other pressures, because there are some men who can't take that and stay in that relationship.
Boy, that is a very, 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 very. That I telling only as man, that a situation like that is life and death, based on how and it's based on how strong a man is.
Yeah. You're sure right. Of course, we have to be balanced. The scenario where the man goes out and then he says, well, listen, this person is pregnant for me, and he decides, because he is so anchored, he wants the child to be part and parcel of his existing family. How the woman will respond to that?
That's a serious thing too.
Yeah, how you want to respond to that? So you prefer prevention dictates that you avoid those scenarios.
Gentlemen,
but they are human.
But
these are human situations.
We have 6 voice notes. Go ahead.
We have 6 voice notes. And
let's go there.
You have the capiche coming up shortly.
So. All right. Well, you start off the voice notes. By the meanwhile, then we will open the lines again. It's the Ground Report program, Trinidad and Tobago, and you can send your voice notes. And we want to know what's on your front burner. What's supposed to make news that not making news? Go ahead, Snipey.
Good day, Andy. I want to congratulate the Trinidad and Tobago national cricket team for winning the 4-day regional championship yesterday. Bye, guys.
Good morning to the panel. Good morning to the panel. Right. That thing with NIB, right? There's some people, like your mafia, everywhere tonight. You understand? To your friends and family, and they might get you early. You understand? I apply 6-7 months up to today and get sent yet. You understand? 6-7 months up to today and get sent yet. So your mafia working all around, everywhere. You're turning this place, eh? She must have friends and family inside of there. You understand?
Andy, good morning. A pleasant good morning to you and Lennox Smith and Mr. Snipes. It's a very good thing what you're doing, that you give the Niger Snipe to play the voice note first and listen it, and then he will make his choice. It's a very, very wise thing. That's all you do with it. And have a blessed good day. Have a blessed good day.
Andy, good morning again. Good morning again. Now, to you, Lennox, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Yesterday I heard somebody saying that the PNM is dead and why it is that we still talking about the PNM. But apparently, I don't know if he was standing in front of the fridge door, you know, but he not hearing Penny. Isn't Penny now a representative of the PNM trying to justify all the wrong things that the PNM did for the last 9.728 years? I stand corrected, you know, right? There was massive corruption in HTC. We heard where the Auditor General talk about 2.3, I rounded it off, to $3 billion missing, and it went to the Privy Council and all over. Even the Privy Council had to say him, but should have answered. Right? You are coming now they raise issue with the procurement regulator. We heard the procurement regulator, Mr. Munilal Lalchan, and where we haven't heard from this one, where he said 5 billion was lost because of no procurement. And that is not an easy figure. And now you have this one came in and never said a word, never even picked up where Mr. Munilal Lalchan left out. Because he said they had no teeth, they couldn't do anything. She never picked up. But suddenly now, we have PNMIs bawling from the rooftop about corruption with this money, right, that is being paid out, and with the land and whatever. And right away, Madam Regulator, pick up a Jaji bundle and running with it, right? Running with all the allegations of corruption. But you know what? I'm calling on her. Investigate all that you want. But please, please, do not put stumbling blocks in the progress of this country. Don't do it. Right? And we have Penny now coming to talk about HTC Gate, right? Landmark TT Gate, and all the gates she want to talk about. But we're not hearing her talking about Farris and Bates Gate. We not, sir, that is a big issue, you know. Witness tampering is a big issue. So you see, we cannot just say we're not speaking about the PNM. PNM not dead. Because you see, sir, because of what the PNM actions for 9 years is causing this government to not move as fast as they want to, because of funding, because of finances. And when PNM want to come and put the propaganda, spread the propaganda, the lies, the half-truths and innuendos about what's going on with this government, sir, we have to speak about the PNM. Right? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, and the boy, that school boy there, with a BD, boy, watch me, dog. Me and I feel, if the parents take things in the whole hand, and David and school change, so they're not children again, but bigger man and big man going to school, boy. Then if the parents jump up and do what they do, so some of them who wait in the children, the police come and hold them then. When you make a reporting station for that, they may come in, but until somebody dead, then they go come. I understand that's very stupid is going on in school now, boy. It's monsters in the school, boy, not children again, dog.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Gentlemen, tell me, exactly when is it going to stop? It's the same story over and over and over. Children fighting. This one killed the other one. You know, the media publishing false news. The PNM coming and lying. Continuing to misbehave in opposition. Spreading all kind of fake news and giving the public the wrong information and not talking about the truth. You understand? When I heard Saddam Hussein explain in Parliament what is going on with these houses, with these houses, the 3,700 houses that the PNM is trying to build for, not the PNM. PNM don't build nothing. The UNC trying to build for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Why it is the law? Why it is the law and the relevant authorities that deal with these sort of things are allowing these things to continue? There must be immediate consequences. You see that word consequences? Like it has no meaning in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? Get serious. Talk. We want to see it on TV. We wanted to see these people are being punished for the wrong they're doing. Everybody are doing what they are doing is because they know they can do what they want, when they want, how they want, if they want, and get away. It has to stop. The judiciary, the DPP, the police, the everybody, whoever are supposed to be responsible for law and order in this country, start working. Let these people know that they are not going to get away with the lawlessness anymore. I am fed up by the same story and the same talk, the children in handle behavior and the children this and this. Every day, the same thing over and over. With the consequences. Oh my God, heaven help us all.
Good morning to the Magnificent Tree. Andy, I would like you to give me a little explanation on the sickness with Terry Lyon. I am very interested in that, okay? And at the end of the day, congratulations to the Trinidad team. After 20 years of winning the 4 days competition in Trinidad and Tobago, congrats again to them, and it shows you again that is soreness at the PNM. As them remove from office, everybody becomes winners. When UNC win, everybody win. And just imagine they had a drop too when no medal wasn't won in the World Championship. And as UNC come in, Kishon Walcott and Jeremy Richards was able to win medals and to get something out of it. So you see, the UNC always is a sweeter guy. The PNM is a sour guy. And that's why we have to stay with the UNC, because when things like that happen, it's showing up that the PNM is total disgrace to this country. Thank you.
Guys, we have the capiche.
Go ahead.
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
All right, so you allow for your callers to get in and give us a number. We're taking 4 numbers, including Andy's capiche.
So Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. What's your mark? What's your dream? What did you see? Well, I sure are staying with watching that fight yesterday. Boy child. Licks. Crowd. Police need to get involved. Where's police? They say police is 22 and they say it about next police. What's your copy? What's your mark for today? Let's go. Morning caller.
Good morning, Andy. I'm going with 7 today.
Why 7?
Yeah, because of the opposition leader now, boy. She did derogatory statements and things she making. I watching them a snake, and they say the Bali say that's a snake.
So 7 is snake.
7 is hog.
Yeah.
Hog.
7 is hog.
27, I say, no.
What? 27?
Yeah.
All right. 27.
Little
snake. Come on, callers. Next
Little
caller.
snake.
Yeah, that is a little snake.
Yeah, I thought it was more like into a big snake.
Big snake, yeah. Right, somebody say, Glory say, well, Zandu give you their marks.
We have one on this side. Good morning. What's your...
Good morning, guys. Andy, I like 14 this morning. I was not even pushing. I was some frog jump on my back from the wall.
14?
Jump on my back. But I like 13 and 14.
Yeah, 14 is money.
And you listen to me yesterday.
Huh?
I said My 17th yesterday.
You win the 20 yesterday?
17 played yesterday.
Hey, but oh yes, we have to say who win. All right, that's how you go tell me. All right, let me take our next call here. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, so you
We're
get to the
taking
number.
14 from the caller.
Yeah. Go ahead, call, this call on this side here. Right, but see, I know boy child is 20 and they say, remember that fella look like the killing boy. So that 4. So that 24 people trying all the things online here now. Go ahead, caller.
Andy Williams, good morning to you, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Sniper. Good morning. Andy Williams, I like 26 this morning.
26.
And the reason why I like them, yes, you see all them mark and them that they call out them capiche, them call out. If it's a play, the day it is played the next day, and it is played right in that week over there. So you see that? I'm sticking with the capiche. On them and playing them mark on them. So I'm going with 26 this morning.
All right, well, hold on. Don't go nowhere. Snipes, could you tell us what was the marks yesterday and what played? So
yesterday our callers gave us 36, 12, 17, and 35. The first winning mark was 16, followed by 32, followed by 17, followed by 15. Your capiche was 20. So yesterday, if you played the 17, you would have won some money.
All right, so we get them the 17 yesterday. So a lot of people have money in the pocket from yesterday. Very good, very good.
A lot of people have money in their pocket. And if they play the mark on them for the week, a lot of people will have money in their pocket. I only hope NLCB.
Anyhow, let's continue. Let's take a next call. Oh, boy. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Morning. I like number 10 pretty much, but I like Monkey.
You like 10?
Monkey. Yeah, I like 10.
And 10 is boy
Monkey
child too.
Yeah, yesterday I like it the second, Andy, no. I like it second yesterday, no. But, it is, I ain't walking away, Andy, so, have a blessed day, my brother. Mr. Snipe, good morning to you. And Mr. Lennox, good morning to you. Have a blessed day.
Good morning to you as well, my friend.
Right. So what's the 4 marks we have so far?
Monkey. So the numbers are 27, Little Snake, 14, Money, 26, Crowd, and 10, Monkey.
Right, 10, Monkey.
Your capiche.
And where's Boy Child? 12 is what?
12 is King. Boy Child is 10.
All right. And we
have 10
where's
already.
Police? Where's Police?
Police could play for 11, I believe.
Oh, 11 or 20. 11 or 20.
11 or 20, yeah.
And then somebody mark up here, Andy lost his glasses yesterday. And they say that blind man, 34. So I don't know, but... oh, Lord, I don't know. So I'll be 3 marks there as a capiche mark. They say I lost my glasses, that 34 blind man. Right? They say 20, we had to continue 20 because think somebody saying Tiger 8 and them does get on bad day, them children. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. I feel I will stick with it. I feel I will go with the 20. Police is 11, they're saying. The same police is 11 or 20. I want 1 or 32. It's 11 or 20. Can I get 2, sir?
You choose one. You have to choose one.
Oh, Lord.
You can give the other one to the public, but I will not record it.
Okay. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, we will continue. We'll go with the 11, right? But try our could for level extra, try the 20. Okay? So we'll go with 11. Capiche number 11.
Not blind man.
Nah. I'll go get back that glasses. Hopefully. So I ain't blind. Oh, son, glasses expensive.
You know, only yesterday I realized how serious your glasses is to you, Andy.
Yeah, boy.
I realized that it's
Yeah,
very
boy.
important to you.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So, Trinidad, let's go for that break and come back. When we come back more right here on the Gong Report, we'll be back. You all heard those capiche numbers. All heard those numbers. I know the capiche for today is 11. But remember, keep at all 20. Dog. Let's go for that break.
Your news anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
What if your money could give you more? More growth, more flexibility, more peace of mind. Right now, for a limited time, earn up to 4% interest on your fixed deposit at Police Credit Union. Enjoy flexible terms that work around your life and the kind of care only a trusted institution can provide. Start building your future today. Act now. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Visit any of our 4 branches today or follow us on social media for more, because we give you more. Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check is 43 minutes past your over 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to our sister Tobago again. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. And not forgetting all my drivers, maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, 7-seaters, private cars, truckers, everybody. All drivers, a pleasant good morning to you again. So what you can do now there is just play the rest of voice notes there, sniping, while we take your calls too. So if it is you're calling, we will cut the voice notes to take a call accordingly in between. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? Go ahead, Sniper.
Good morning again. Lennox and Andy. Well, Andy, when like we partner Michael Kerr get rich and switch out. Let the man come and do a little guest appearance at least Friday, you know, and set the pace and thing a little bit now, and let me because hear your voice and see him and hear your opinions on certain things, you know. Let me know if you're wrong or if he fly out and he live in England or something, you know. So let me, you know, we really appreciate if we could, you know, do a little star appearance, you know, because, you know, the autographs is needed and all these things. So yeah, if we could appreciate if we could just come in on Friday, you know, you could sit down next to the boy Lennox, you know, in the office there. And yeah, that's all a half a minute session, you know, that the people know that, you know, he's still fighting for the people. All right, blessings.
Let's have a call on this side. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning to the magnificent.
Good psychology, boy.
Yes. Let me tell you something. When I listening to everything that happened within the government and this procurement bill and Plain Beckle talking about the economy and all these kind of things, and the main issue we want to know is concerning Harare and Babes. But it seems to me like this is a big thing than what we think. Maybe I just suggesting this could come from within the hierarchy at the PNM, that based on Al-Rabi could be the fall guys. And if it so happen that you get catch, the whole of the PNM hierarchy will back you. Because how could you say, well, move a person from one institution saying that they're wrong there, and then they're right in the other one? So you're not the same person, you're not a twin, to say, well, you have one person working on this side and the other person on this side. If based wrong in one area where you remove her, what keeping you from removing her in the other one? It's the same person that do wrong. Right? So I saying to myself, all what Penny doing now is having a distraction for the people to believe that she want to do something and when she's not doing it. When the PNM women come out, they not only support wrong. So that make it more wrong again because them does only support when, even when Rowley was there, whatever he do wrong, them does support. Them have no moral authority in this kind of thing, no spiritual value. Thank you, gentlemen.
Go ahead with a voice note again there, Snipes.
They call YTC now. Like they abolish YTC, take them and put them YTC. If they don't want to learn when they go to school, put them YTC, they will learn. And send a teacher to teach them every day. Put them in YTC, let them see like what jail look like. Put them in YTC. There's chopping that going on in this country. This Spain and government encourage this thing and they want to put a stop to it, but this government going to put a stop to it.
Nice. I'm seeing you in the papers too, Lennox Smith. Low-level TNT delegation attends COFCOR, with a COFCOR meeting in Suriname. How they call that? What is it?
I think it has to do with health issues. I think CAFRA. Yeah.
A low-level delegation. Bits was there.
Yeah, consistent with what the Prime Minister has indicated that, and the Secretary General of CARICOM, I think, made a statement there as well, calling for unity and harmony. But of course, the government of Trinidad and Tobago has made it very, very clear that when her new term begins in August, Trinidad and Tobago will disengage as far as the Secretariat is concerned. So I don't know what alternative mechanism there is in order to make sure that Trinidad and Tobago participate by way of being a member of CARICOM, a solid founding member.
When term is ending? When Bet's term is ending?
In August, I think the 20th to the 22nd, thereabout.
Oh, so for now, Trinidad and Tobago would not be participating until August reach and she leave. This Secretary General leave and a new one install.
No, her new term comes up. Her new term, remember, they voted on it in St. Kitts. So
she
it is to come. Her current term has not yet finished.
Okay.
But they have voted to continue her term beyond August. Yeah, that's what's happening. But Trinidad and Tobago is saying that we will attend and we will, of course, communicate and probably cooperate now until that term has ended. And because they were not part, Trinidad and Tobago is saying, since we were not part of the process of re-electing her, and they consider it to be flawed and probably ultra-vires the relationship or the constitution or the document or the agreement that brought the CARICOM into existence, Trinidad and Tobago will disengage.
Okay, next caller, pleasant good morning to you, caller.
Good morning to you, Andy Williams.
Good morning to you, COP.
I think Trinidad should keep away from CARICOM. CARICOM is they were peace to only support Venezuela. Andy Williams, it's amazing to me to see how the citizens of this country just think. For the past 10 years, the PNM leave the school system with over 65% of the school population suffering from low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. Low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. When you see these children and behaving so, it's a medical problem they have. It is a medical problem that these children and them fighting with, especially in the depressed communities and them. When a school, 65-70% of the population in school suffering from low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression, you will get that reaction. And what make this little 2-year-old child so important that Akil Chambers, What makes this little child so important that over 6,000 children in Trinidad and Tobago they've been molested, raped, and bugged in this country, and it don't affect nobody? So, what makes this little child so important that all the thousands of other little children in this country, we had to hurt him today. We had to hurt him today. But what about all the other little children? Why it is the PNM heart didn't hurt when Akil Chambers was murdered? And they're not even calling the names on them. But fix the depression, the low self-esteem, and the anxiety in the school population, and all will fix crime, and all will fix it. Thank you.
Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice. So the lines are open at Trinidad and Tobago. The lines are open.
I have another piece of tidbit from the fourth. Yeah, we have a caller, right? Yes, so, but the fourth consultation of the IMF. But go ahead, caller.
Yeah, the last caller, there are some good points, There are some good points, but it's not no physical things that these children suffering from. What they're suffering from is popular culture, the culture, the glamorizing and romanticizing of badness to the music, to the programming. They constantly program themselves for this music day in, day out. That badness is rancid. And this is what they programmed with the mental, psychological state. We have to deprogram them. People underestimated the power that music them listening to and how it's programming them. That is the problem. The main problem. Once badness and that type of thing is glamorized and romanticized, that will determine your status among your peers coming straight up the road. The better is, the more acceptable is among the peers. That is it.
Very good contribution, Colin.
That is an excellent contribution, and a lot of people, a lot of radio stations, a lot of platforms are trying to shy away from accepting that badness. Blame. Yes, they sensationalize it and they make it seem to be something profitable, something good, something powerful. 85% of the music release through Trinidad and through dancehall, which is the preferred music, and even hip hop, which is the preferred music of young people, sensationalizes badness, power.
That is a fact. But before we continue,
we have another call.
Yeah, we are calling here. But before we continue,
we actually have a final break to take. Then we can.
All right.
Because some people say that it is socially cyclical. Every generation would have had their own experience with respect to the vicissitudes, if you want to call that, the rise and fall of interjection at a particular point in time that, like take for instance, tight pants was the go, then of course you have fat pants, and then you have of course something else, and the same thing with respect to the music. But these genres has always been part and parcel of populations, or let's say generations coming up. I mean, when I was growing up, we had this situation with those killing music that came from Jamaica, and then of course it evolved into something positive, and that disappeared. But it appears in this case, in the present case, it is taking too long. It is lingering, and therefore you want to know if it's
that's because
if it is permanent.
The music is a lot more naked than it was back in those days. The artists back then, the Buju Bantans and the Beanie Mans and the people and the Admiral Baileys from your time, they would have found creative ways to say what they wanted to say, and use their figures of speech. Now they were banned from radio and all that at one time. Well, we have literal naked music that is telling you exactly what to do, how to bust off head and how to do and whatever.
Well, I think it has to do with the technology. technology, the universality and the ubiquitousness and the omnipresence of the technology. Because in my case, you could have kept that music away from me because it only had the radio.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
today, everybody has a smartphone,
so they can get
and they can
naked
communicate.
music, yeah.
So I think that is the factor. And while it has its benefits, it has its negative. And of course, we have to find ways and means as a society to try to see how we could arrest the negative aspects that the technology would have of necessity bring with it.
We're going to those.
Let's go for that break and come back.
Dad's eyes don't quit, and neither does he. Treat Dad at Value Optical with 40% off frames this Father's Day. Upgrade his vision for real life. Clear vision, all-day comfort, no interruptions. With flexible payment options from CredIQ, he can see now and pay later. Plus, win $15,000 in vouchers and luxury car rentals from Sixth Rent-A-Car and SS Mobility. Call toll-free 800-2020 or visit any Value Optical nationwide. Available until June 21st. Conditions apply. Value Optical. Expert care for your eyes.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
What if your money could give you more? More growth, more flexibility, more peace of mind. Right now, for a limited time, earn up to 4% interest on your fixed deposit at Police Credit Union. Enjoy flexible terms that work around your life and the kind of care only a trusted institution can provide. Start building your future today. Act now. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Visit any of our 4 branches today or follow us on social media for more, because we give you more. Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
I send this page to show you the kind of racket going on in the country with them police and license officers. So, listen to it.
Oh boy, it's that time, Trinidad and Tobago. Parent, somebody also said that these children taking drugs and have gun in the school. The teachers hiding it for good report with the ministry. So it has some schools they say is hiding the bad results, right? Somebody also say online, because I want to just do some online here quick, that they said, yeah, but those music play daily on the radio. Why the whole country ain't just killing? Meaning, well, those type of music, everybody hearing it, and why everybody is baiting on it.
That's because not everyone is influenced in the same way. Some people grow up different. Some people was brought up in different households. They're not easily influenced. And then we have some people, their surroundings in collaboration with the music. So it's not only the music. I'm not saying it's just the music, but the music and influence plays a big part. So let's just say that I live in a community where people glorify this thing, and I know it are gangsters and gunmen are wrong, and that's the music that playing. What thing will influence me? And I seen them getting through. They're wearing the best, they have on the biggest chain, they're driving nice. What thing going to happen? You understand what I'm saying? So it's not just the music. You know, parents have to play a part as well as to what end up on your children's table. And when I say I'm not literally saying what end up on the table to eat, but what they consume through TV, through social media, through everything like that. So it's not just literally the music alone, but the music plays a very big part.
Big part, yeah.
But statistically, is a very small portion of the population that would be so inclined. The thing is that when it raises its nasty head, it is so all-consuming, it is so overwhelming, it is so traumatic that you're wondering, well, what world you're living in, and again, of course, magnified by the technology, because some of these things that are occurring might have been occurring, let's say, in my generation too, but because it is not instantaneously brought to the fore or to my knowledge, you take it for granted that that isn't happening. But one cannot take away the fact that it's a small portion of the population, but when it occurs, it is so overwhelming that people gravitate and say, well, it is horrendous, it is evil, it is diabolic.
Gentlemen, it's after the hour.
I want to know. These days, like our friends are giving us a little 5 minutes or so, Andy, because they are.
Hey, Trinidad and Tobago. Anne Brown say very well said, Snipes. Lisa Francis say well said, Snipes. Just Cool said them trenders be drinking punching. All that coming up next, that big program after the Ground Report with you know who, Mr. X. Besides Mr. X, who else? Stephon Rees. Yes. Off the record. Up next. After God family comes first, be safe on the nation roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God, on behalf of the Ground Report team, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. We are out of here.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
The cabinet has approved the increase in the permissible age of importation of foreign-use right-hand drive private cars, that's sports utilities, SUVs, sedans, and station wagons powered by gasoline, dieseline, or compressed natural gas, CNG, from 3 years to under 8 years and under from the date of manufacture.
Music. Culture.
As Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bisesa has announced recently with our revitalization master plan, we are open for business. And a key area, a key focus of that master plan is, of course, the energy sector.